Now, ego and your will are two different. This is the point, I think perhaps, that is bothering you.
Yes.
I've reached that point now. Ego and your will is to be found out. How? By finding out yourself. Now, what is yourself? It's the spirit. Alright? How do you know yourself? Because after realization, it vibrates and it turns. So your will becomes the will of your spirit, not of your ego, because you have also super ego. And with ego you have done mistakes, you have achieved no evolution, you have achieved nothing through your ego. But you don't trust your ego, don't challenge it, don't overpower it. But you replace it by the will of yourself. That's a part within you. The more you start learning about vibrations, learning what they are saying to you, how they teach you, you learn about yourself. For example, a child uses his hands first. He puts the hand on a hot plate till it's hot. Then on the cold plate, it's cold. Trial and error. He learns what is correct, what is incorrect, what is what, actually what is the reality. Actually in hot and cold there is nothing like bad and wrong, but is the reality. This is hot, that burns your hand, cold, that freezes you. In the same way, when you start using vibrations, you start learning about yourself. That's the first time you are using yourself, because that self is so far not known. So the free will to know yourself is there. If you don't want to know, nobody is going to force you. This free will has to be achieved yourself. Within yourself, this free will is active. Through your ego itself, but not as ego, but the completely conscious mind. Now there is a difference between the completely conscious mind and the ego. This differentiation must be taught. Then you will know what is the free will and what is the ego. Your pre-conscious mind is on the right hand side. And the complete right hand side channel, starting from your ego up to the Mooladhara. The complete channel is the pre-conscious mind that you call as the mana in the Sanskrit language. This pre-conscious mind is the horse. Now, you also guide that horse. Now, the part that guides that horse is which part? Is that which guides even that horse? Is it the ego or the whole thing? So, we should say that ego is known as ahamkara, is the complete. And the aham, I-ness. That is I don't know in English what to call it. The one that I that does everything. It can see also it's his ego. We can say that is the shadow of self within you. Or there is someone who is all the time seeing You are not connected with the self, but you know the details of the self. There's somebody who's watching all the time. We can say the shadow of that which is spread in our being of the self is there. We know what that wants. When we are committing mistakes, we know we are committing mistakes. If we are thieving, we know we are thieving. That light is all the time there. That is the self itself. We know that it is there, but there is no other side report established. That is, you see the projection of that in you, but you cannot reach from where the projection is coming. That's one known as Kshetrajna, is the one who knows the field, the knower of the field. Actually it is the self itself. But his vision in us, the vision of that, you can call, that's what I call as the shadow. The vision of that self, we are all the time conscious of. It is watching us even when we are alone, when we are in company, wherever it is watching us. This one in the Gita is called as Kshetra. Kshetra is the field and the one is the knower. Actually the knower is the self. But through its vision, through its power of knowledge, it is knowing everything, and we know that it is knowing that. We, that means the ego part. The ego knows that somebody is watching. With Sahaja Yoga, only thing what happens? That vision that you have throughout becomes the vibrations, becomes enlightened, in the sense that you can have a rapport with that point from where it has manifested. Did you follow? If you have not done. Like this is the light, alright? This light has an aura, or it has a light spread out everywhere. What will you say to that light which is spreading out? Apart from the light that is there. I call it the shadow, alright? So the light that is spreading out from there is knowing about what you are doing, and you know that shadow moves. It's like the shadow. You know in yourself what you are doing. And that is the shadow which carries all your deeds onto also your kundalini and puts it down there. That is what sometimes you call as human awareness. That light is the human awareness, as you call it. But ego is not the same. Because it can see the ego, it can see the superego. But what you say is the I. The light that is closed in this room by this candle or by this light is what you call the I, the closed one. And this knows about everything. And you know that this light knows that what you are doing. This light does not know. It's just the opposite other way. This light that is inside this room does not know what you are doing. But through this light you know what is in this room. Do you follow this point here? The light that is spread in the room, that light has no awareness. Alright? But because of this light, we can know what is in this room. Just the opposite is the light of self. The light of self knows what we are doing. And because of that light, we also know what we are doing. If we are unconscious, we would not know what we are doing. So that light or that aura of light, spark, at the conscious moment. Like this you can say, supposing this is the past and this is the future. In center is the conscious mind. At this conscious mind you see the light of the knowledge, what you know.
Then the conscious is the self?
No. Conscious is the area in which the light of the self makes you aware of what you are. Like the gleam of the light passing through, you can say. From the self the light is coming, alright? And it enlightens the conscious mind. And the conscious mind knows in the conscious area, that light knows what you are doing. And you are also aware of that light.
What difference between the pre-conscious mind and the conscious mind in location?
Location is conscious in the center, pre-conscious in the right. Alright? Pre-conscious is on the right and conscious is in the center. Now the pre-conscious mind, whatever the pre-conscious mind is doing, we know in the area of the conscious mind, this light gives us the awareness of it.
The light.
The part
What's the light?
The light is the aura of the self.
It's like a mirror.
Hmm?
A mirror. The conscious mind is a mirror for the pre-conscious mind.
You see, when I say mirror, it becomes one-sided. That's the point. That's why I'm saying it is not one-sided. It is all-sided. If you just use as a mirror, then it has to be one side. But it's not like that. It is on all sides. The aura is on all sides. Or you can say it falls onto the edges of the conscious mind, of the pre-conscious mind and the subconscious mind in the center, in the conscious area. But that's the life part. The conscious mind itself, mind has no meaning if you are not aware. The conscious mind can sleep off. If you are not aware of the light, so that light which is coming to you, the self from self. Now human beings have that light much brighter than the animals have. That's why I call it a light and not only the conscious mind. Because animals also have the conscious mind. But your light is different from their light. Your awareness is much higher and is built up. How? By developing your chakras. So for example, we can say, or if you can say, yes, even reflection, you can say that in the center is the light, alright? And all the sides are reflecting. Then you can use the same way. Now supposing this is the conscious mind, four walls of the conscious mind. So the light is in the center and the light is reflected on these walls. Now the conscious mind of the human beings, supposing are these walls and they are evolved and developed to such a point that they see what wrong they are doing. They can see for themselves. If they keep these walls clear and clean, the conscious mind, that means you are alert about what you are doing with your conscious mind. Then you keep these walls absolutely clean, then the reflection is very clear. But still, there is no rapport established between the walls and the light. Vice versa. I mean, this way it is. For light knows the walls. Walls also know there is a light which knows about it, everything. But the rapport in the sense that the light cannot do anything about the self and self cannot do about the light. Did you follow that?
But the wall